Alright, this is a video about how to change the oil pressure sensor on a 2013 Silverado 5.3 liter. That's it right there. 3 pins. It's already got the Loctite on it. Alright, so you can see it's got a little keeper right here. There's going to be 2 keepers. One you got to pull out and remove, and then there's going to be a on the plug. So if this was on there, you press it in and it lifts off there. The first keeper you take out is this little guy. So if the plug was on there, this thing would be sitting right there, and there's a keeper that holds this piece down. You can see that catch right there in the middle. You pull that tab out off that and then pull this thing straight up. Take it off. Alright, once you get that out, then you're going to have a part that you press right here. Press that in, it lifts off there. You can take the plug straight off here so that you can get your socket on it. It's got to be a special socket that goes on there. Let's say what it was, oil pressure switch socket. It's like 1 1/16 or something, I can't remember. But it's got to be a deep well socket, and this is made for it. Made it easy. See, I took loose the oil pressure line there, the overflow line. Then where else? Got a vacuum hose right here I took loose. Both of those have little quick connects or little tabs you take loose. Little quick connect right there. Just push it up and it undoes. Same thing or similar here. Just got a little tab right there. Take that tab, pick it up, move it to the side. Right there, like that. And it loosens it and just lift it up. Some people took loose the fuel line I saw on some other videos. That line right there, I did not. So the tricky part is getting the socket in there, which you can see this sound barrier right here. This is the problem right there. That thing is in the way. So you can see through that little gap. That's where the oil pressure switch is. Now I got my socket on it right there. You can see the sockets on it. You can see that little blue right there. That's the switch, or the plug rather. It goes to the switch. I'll show you that tab. If I can get to it. I can get it to focus now. There it is. Alright, see that tab right there? That's what's over that little gray piece right in the center. That catch, it's right in the middle. If it would focus on it. It's sitting right in there. There you go. It's right over in there. And once you pull that out, then you can pull that gray part up, and then you can push this in right there. So I just push that straight in. It stayed focused on it. Just push it in, and then it lifts off the tab that's on the plug itself, and then this connector, the wire, the connector for the wire that goes on the oil pressure switch. See, there's that catch right there. That tab, that's what you're pressing in. You're pressing in right here on top. So you press in on top, and that lifts out, and then the plug will come off the oil pressure switch. Mine was going to 0 on the gauge, and it will go max out on the gauge. It was hosed up, and I wasn't getting any errors. I had to pull my codes to find out what was going on, but no error messages, no oil pressure high, no oil pressure low, no nothing. So this has been a pain in the butt. Now finally, I also took off this little piece that's used to take off. I got the cover off, obviously. I got it upside down here. That goes over the engine. So this piece was here. That's another little catch for that. It was kind of in the way, but what I had to do was get my long extension for my 1/2 inch socket, or my right there. So I had to get in and go straight down. I had to go on the other side of this hose, and then there's another line on the back behind that you can't see. Maybe you can. It's that one right there. I had to go on that side of it and get that extension down there. I put the socket on first. That was difficult. Finally got it on. Then I got the extension in there. Then I got the ratchet in there. And I had to get a cheater bar, which I had a piece of pipe laying around. Cheater bar, come in here to break it loose because I could not get any leverage on it because it is tight. And this is a pain in the butt. So I finally broke it loose. So all I got to do now, get this out, get the new one started back in there, tighten it back down, and I'm not going to tighten it too tight. I've heard that obviously you over tighten it, strip it, break it, you are hosed because that is in a bad spot. Then get that plug back in, and then get that keeper back in there, and then get all my lines plugged back up here, and I should be good. But this has been a pain in the butt. I've been at this for quite a while. Even though I did what the video said to do, I think it was a lot harder than what they led it to be, because this is difficult. I think there was some earlier models that for the videos I was looking at, but for this 2013, this was tough. Anyway, I'm gonna get this out and get this back in. I hope this helps. I learned a lot doing this. This has been a few hours for me working on this, so I hope this makes it shorter on somebody.